Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. If you are new here and if you are returning, thank you for coming back. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my 28-ish week update. I just came back from my doctor's appointment. As you guys can see in the first clip, I had to do the glow clues test. Now that I remember, let me take these band-aids off because it hurts. I literally hate needles, and today I had to get this done. I had to get the TB. I literally don't even know what I'm talking about. Shot in my arm too. I probably shouldn't have done both in the same arm, but oh well, we're here. If you did not watch my video posted like 2 weeks ago, 2 videos ago, I did have a 27-week ultrasound to check if my placenta has moved and just get an update on the baby. Today I talked to my doctor, but for last week's appointment they checked that my placenta moved and they checked on the baby. I had the worst experience with the techs. Well, they were great overall, but it's just I didn't get to see my baby a lot. I just got a couple pictures. So this one right here has like the font. This is the only one I can really read. And then these ones are just kind of like, I don't know if this is like the nostrils. I'm guessing this is like the eyes and the nose and the mouth. I don't know, any techs out there that can correct me, please let me know. I also got the gender written down in the envelope. My husband was so close to opening that envelope if you did not see in that video, but he did not. I'm thinking he's kind of like, let's just open it now because it's here. We originally were gonna wait, but I just got it just in case, you know, I wanted to know. And I did agree to have a baby shower. It's like in 2 weeks, so everybody really wants me to open it just so they know what to get. I'm really not like that picky with stuff because with my second daughter we didn't know her gender either, but we did cancel my baby shower that time around due to like the whole COVID situation and all that. We had to cancel it. But for the past, like, I want to say from weeks 24 to 27, I have been like a little nauseous. I've been having like on and off pain due to a tooth, I believe. I am gonna see a dentist, but it's still like pretty far booked out. So my head has been hurting. I haven't been able to eat a lot. It's been a little rough in that area, but it has nothing to do with the pregnancy. I'm always out of breath. That one does have to do with the pregnancy. So just those couple weeks. On my last appointment, September 15th, I did weigh 170. Also on Saturday we went to the pumpkin patch. It was like one of the last, I want to say, warm days here in northern Nevada. So I always dressed like all wrong. I was wearing like a knitted sweater, like a nice soft sweater that was brown with leggings and boots. So I was like nice and covered up. And then like, I want to say 20-30 minutes into it, I almost passed out. I felt dizzy. All of a sudden I couldn't see anything. I went and just sat down somewhere with my husband. I like was breathing for a while. My vision came back. Like I came back to myself. I did have a headache and I did feel nauseous afterwards. I just kept kind of sitting in places just so my other 2 kids can enjoy the pumpkin patch, because I just didn't want to leave because I was feeling horrible. Of course, if that was my first time about to faint, or if I did feel worse, obviously I would have left, because then, you know, I don't want to put my baby's life at risk or anything. But I knew I was going to be okay, so I just like sat by the shade. My husband stayed with me. Luckily we went with my girls, grandpa and granny, that were awesome and just kind of like took over and got them on rides and all that. So I'm really thankful for them. So that was it. We kind of ended it a little shorter. My doctor, that's been the third time that that has happened. I've never completely fainted, but I've gotten to the point that I almost did. My doctor just told me to, as it's becoming a thing, like, because I guess he told me I'm not hydrating myself enough, but I kind of feel like I am. It's like I didn't eat or drink anything before, and I did. But to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna avoid doing anything like that. It sucks because we were planning to go down to Apple Hill that we usually go to in California, but my girls get to go at least with some of my family. I'm just gonna stay behind and just keep relaxed because I'm not trying to end up in the hospital or anything. And then now for my 28 weeks, I talked to my doctor, and my baby is completely like the placenta moved, and also the ultrasound I saw like they sent a message, the tech, to the doctor saying that my baby was measuring way smaller. So I got kind of concerned. I started to think maybe they're gonna move my due date, or then I started to think like worse things, like was my baby okay? But I'm like, of course my baby's fine. If you know, the doctor didn't call me or I didn't have to go to the hospital right away. So I kind of calmed down after that. Luckily, I had my appointment today, and the doctor said that at first my baby was ranging in the like 43%. That's what he said. But he just basically said that he's like, you would have had like a 7-8 pound baby. He's like, and he's like, by the looks of it, your other kids have always been 6 pounds. So he's like, now that it dropped back down to the 16%, he's like, you're kind of back to your normal grid. So I was so relieved after I heard that. So my due date is still January 9th. I am still the exact same weeks I'm supposed to be. So I am relieved. My placenta was also in the way, and it's completely away. So that's all clear. So overall, everything, all the results back from the ultrasound came back perfect. I was just bummed that I didn't get to see my baby because the texts were just kind of like teaching and stuff. But if you want to know about that, just go watch my other video and I'll link it down below for this week. So yeah, so besides fainting, I'm just gonna try to keep it easy. I'm not gonna do any more like severe walking, like in the heat, any of that, even though temperature is going down. But I'm just gonna avoid that overall. Not going to crowded areas or places that are like really far away, because I don't want to go have my baby somewhere else. So I don't know the gender. I am currently weighing 174. So I gained 4 pounds in the last 4 weeks. And now that I am 28 weeks, I'm going to be seen every 2 weeks. So I'm going to be updating you guys every 2 weeks. I finally got my new setup, so my audio should be working perfectly again. So please subscribe if you aren't yet. Let me know what kind of video you guys want to see. I'm so out of breath, I'm sorry. But let me show you guys the baby bump. This is the shirt I was wearing. It's from Target. It's actually from my second pregnancy, I want to say. And I'm just wearing these gray maternity pants. So here's the side. Don't mind this. So yeah, my belly button is still kind of in. It looks like it's poking out. So I'm curious to see if it's gonna poke out, because my first pregnancy it did not, and with my second pregnancy it did. And this baby is so active, like it's constantly moving. Right now when the doctor did check the heartbeat, which was in the 140s, I'm gonna do a old wives tale before we decide to open the envelope, because those are always just fun to make. But yeah, the baby was super active. This baby's super active. So that's when like the baby's measuring really small. I'm just like, That's just crazy because I felt my other kids, but I feel like this one, I just felt way, way more. Also, my stomach is like, I feel like smaller and tighter. Everybody is telling me that with my last pregnancies, I was a little bigger and wider. So I don't know if that could be it. That's why I can feel the baby move more, because of my stomach, the way it's shaped this time around. A lot of people are on team girl, not team girl, team boy, but it's they're thinking it's gonna be another girl. I just can't believe I could have like 3 girls. Like, can you guys imagine 3 teenage girls? Like, at first I'm like, no, there's no way I could have 3 girls. But then I'm like, I know so many people that do have more than 3 girls and no boys. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm happy no matter what. I don't have any names if it's a girl. If it's a boy, I have 2 names that we're kind of looking at. So we might have to drop the E train because my other 2 girls are Ellie and Emily. But for a girl, me and my husband just cannot decide on an E name. So that might be the end of the E train. I don't know how that even started. That letter has no meaning or anything behind it for us. So who knows why we chose that route. Oh, the shot that I got was a Tdap. I'm awful. It's just something that they really recommend, and I did it with my other one, so I did it this time around. And also they gave me like this packet, like this checklist now that I'm officially in my 3rd trimester. I cannot believe it. Sometimes I do get super emotional because this is the last time I do all this stuff. Like, it's just like, this is our last baby, so I'm just like, oh my god. That's why I don't know about the gender reveal. Like, I'm just like, maybe I should just leave it for me and my husband to wait till the end. But I wouldn't do a gender reveal party. We would just do something with me, him, and the girls, and of course I would vlog it. But it's like a whole bunch of like, you know, this is my last. This baby was not planned, but once you know you're pregnant, you just like fall in love with your baby, and it's just like I get really emotional thinking that this is my last time doing everything. So when I got this checklist, like when it's like, oh, have you make sure you start pre-registering for the hospital, get the car seat, like childbirth classes and all that, I'm just like, oh my god, this baby is coming. And then when I checked out, I made my next 4 appointments, as they're every 2 weeks. So next 4 appointments I'm gonna have are every 2 weeks, and after that's gonna be weekly. And when she told me that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is happening so fast. I want my baby, but I love being pregnant. I don't like the symptoms and all that because this time around it was really hard. But I just love dressing up the baby bump, which if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it right here and the link down below so you guys can go follow my outfit of the days I do. But just like it's just kind of sad because I'm like, this is the last time I'm going to feel a baby inside me. I just get super emotional thinking about it. At night, I'm having a really, really, really hard time sleeping these past weeks. I talked to my doctor about that. He just said if it keeps a thing, like to let him know, because it's been really rough, like not sleeping at all at night and then having to take care of these 2 other girls. It's rough. And then my husband's leaving out of town this week for like 5 days, but if our family decides to go to Apple Hill, 2 of those days the girls are probably going to be with them, so I probably get to have a little break, a little me time. Not that I do much, because once I have it, I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? And that is all for this video. If you guys have any questions on the pregnancy, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't. Like, leave me a nice little comment. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.